Should talk of it. Now, yesterday also, I went into seeing that I was just when I study, to me, it's playing a game. But things are real and they are true.
Perfectionist, but I see here that there's also TA. And then I am devoted to investigating, which my investigating can
This is not the part I want, but I guess I went back too far. Not only that, with the words LIE being lie, also I live in Cali, right? So the L and I is also in Cali. Also, I can go into my name, Bettina, and I can take the A and the N. And when you write the word LIE, I'll put an A in the front and then put the N in the back, which means I am alien unto you, who think you can call me a liar. My mind cell, my brain cells, and my mindset is alien unto you. And not only that, when you have A-L-I in the word alien, then you have the E-N, go study E-N. However, that will be Prophet Noble Drew, A-L-I, Ali. He is also one that asked me to come over to Macedonia, an extended land or an extended world or a realm or something, to also help what is going on with myself being a scientific experiment of all those involved, a targeted individual for their income. So I do this to help myself. And as I said, that is the number 13. I am a 13th China. I was born melanated and I shall die melanated. But you, my nigger, you can only be melanated when your bitch has died. Always living in now of something. Mystery, huh? I didn't know. I don't know if that part is a part of me. And now back to Dirty DiaNA. In researching that, I did so much research yesterday. They shut me down as far as, showing my research, but I kept some of it. So in Dirty DiaNA, I find this is cool. That's what they say. And this is the art of a Bastien Lakufa de Harmy, whatever his name is. Now, I want to show you, this is how a lot of them, their minds are like this, because they are, their families are part of Aleister Crowley, so they have so many rituals and all this other kind of shit, Now here, you see, this is one of the rituals, and this is a melanated man, because they need his energy. So they put him in a skirt. This is a fucking program. And this is happening to our brothers. Now, the hair is to be, I guess, dreads. However, it is high energy, you know. And even his eyes, he is blinded. Although the light is coming out of his eyes, still, he has weak eyes. His eyes are too weak for the light. So they show you one thing, but they're really meaning another. And the electricity going to his body makes his dress stand up. Something else that a program is running with the brothers in the dress. And that program is to Tosh. There are brothers with dreads that run out around Florida, dark-skinned brothers, very heavily melanated brothers with dreads. And they walk with a pink chick on their sleeve. One day I got so tired of it, I was in Walmart, and that's where you really see them, man. Like the program just runs in Walmart. This is in Florida. And they said, I just walked up because they were walking past, you know, I was walking past them, they're walking past me. So once we got close enough, I said, you know, dreads in a pink chick, that doesn't match. And I just walked away because they are putting in the brothers' minds to get these dreads, and the brothers have no idea of why those dreads are on their head. They do not know the history of a dread at all. Now let's go to the next picture. This one, you see? Here, it looks as though someone has given her a gift or a plant, but have fucked her head up very bad, and also her leg, you see. This is the mindset of one person. The mindset of one person. These are the things he draws. And this is why I say something is wrong with them. If you draw a couple of pictures like this, that's fine. If you draw 22 pictures and you draw one picture of this, that's fine. But when you draw 22 pictures and they're all like this, something is wrong with your brain cells. You see? That is just a skull. And something is in the eye. You know, something is wrong with them. And look at her. What the fuck is this coming down and this right here? Are these demons? Because he knows that when he was younger, or she, whoever it was, they saw someone sit on their couch. And the demons came behind her, and from the side, they had her to read a book. And he knows that she was raped. He knows it. And here we go again. Why is this here? And you see the armor he is wearing, this is modern day. But this is what he wanted to be or she wanted to be when they were being raped. This person was being raped as a child, and I don't give a fuck what no one says. And here we go again. Look at the female. As though he always needs her to be somewhere as a sacrifice for sex. Here, look at the light that comes down on her. This is not all of the drawings that are on this page. But I think these are all his right here. And look at that. See? This is definitely a program. See, this person is the target. The eyes. And see, I told you now the satellite can see you from the bottom too. You know? It used to be the satellite can only see you from the top. That is in one of their movies, Enemy of the State. Don't look up. You know, because they can only see from the top, but now they can see from the bottom too, you see. And they will have a targeted individual to shoot themselves. How many celebrities have died from a gunshot to the head that they put there themselves? Some people also imagine killing themselves like this. I cannot imagine that. Even when I see it, it just seems to be a block in my head to imagine myself shooting myself, you know, to harm myself like that. I don't know. I'm just being haunted now. Like, even though I want to get the fuck away from me, I don't want to harm myself doing this shit. And here, what is here? You see. another girl. And when they were younger, it must have been a red-haired girl. And they must have made him to have sex with her, or maybe even to drink her blood or kill her, you see. This is some Aleister Crowley shit. Look at his arm. And when your mind gets like this and this is all you know, something is fucking wrong with you. Here's another one. Another female to be captured only for sex, you see. Because this is the way he was raised. This is all he knows. These things are in his mind. And he tries to get them out, you know. He tries to get them out by his drawings. Look at that. He must have been around and murder, or maybe he even committed a couple, because they do have the children to kill each other. They do have the children to do that. Now here, just the other day, I was talking to Mayima. And, you know, because I am training to put myself in, turn myself inside out and go to my pineal gland so I can really, really talk to Aiden, right? So I was talking to Mayima during the training. And I asked if I could say the female's name from Jupiter. Because I have never spoken her name, ever. Because I did not know if she wanted me to, because I am from the planet of the gold ones, the gold beings, you know. I am from Pleiades. And in a lot of the movies, Inky is my elder brother, and Inla is my twin brother. That is why I come to the earth today as a Gemini. Well, anyway, I can tell you her name. The pigman had brought her name to earth a long time ago, or maybe, I don't know. I do know how her name got to the earth. However, I'm trying to stop them from choking me. They do not want me to tell you. However, I'm not going to go into the movie of how her name got here and all that, because I do not know, although I know about her in the movies, I have never spoken to her in my pineal gland, and I don't right now. If I speak to her, I need her to like summon me to speak to her. You know, no, I apologize all the time, although it was not me. It was my elder brother. We had no idea what he was doing. You know, in the movies, you know, sometimes I go into the movies, and then when I come out of you know, my travels, and I begin to speak as though I'm still playing the part in the movie. This is why I cannot get rid of this damn accent. So, I guess I stay in my head too fucking long. Her name is panDORA. That is her name. I saw this movie so long ago. And you know how you come in the middle, or you come in after it starts, you don't know what's going on. So I see what's going on. The man has all these pins in his head and shit like that, like he has a pin cushion. And I also see the chains wrapped around him. But I saw this thing, and it opened up, and my mind said Pandora's box. So go and see what time, when this movie came out, what year. I didn't, and I am not. And then pay attention to all the bullshit that happened after they put this movie out. Because see, Inky, when he did the DNA experiment, and no one is to touch DNA, no one, that was the law. You know, that was really the law, the rule of law. No one touches DNA. And when Inky did that, they say, he opened Pandora's box. Even on the earth, a box is like a slang word for vagina, like Jack in the box. You know, my Abba, he hit me to that. I went to study, and yes, it is. Yeah, that's why Jack is in the box. And when Inky did the experiment, he went to her navel. You see right here? He went to her navel to do the experiment and bring the children out. So it was called the opening of Pandora's box. And with that, whatever can happen will happen. There's a name for that too on the earth. It's a name, I can't think of it now, but it's a melanated man's name. Oh, Murphy's Law. That's what it was. Murphy's Law. Isn't it funny? You have Pandora's box and Murphy, a male. It is the law. Yeah. And this is what happens when they and the reason I say this happened in his mind, this happened for real, because most drawings, when they draw the navel of a girl, it goes this way like a male, because that's the way the male sees the navel. And no one actually pays attention to the navel unless they want to lick it, and I think that is so fucking nasty. Oh, Americans. Oh, shit, you nasty motherfucking caveman-minded motherfuckers too. So, this is happening for real. This is also a program for those that they have you as thoughts today. The reason that they gave out that word thought is because they put a thought in your head to be a whore, a prostitute, or a pole dancer, a stripper. And then there come times that in your mind you become yourself and you just do not want to do this anymore. Then they pierce your head and give you a headache because you do not want to do what they want you to do. So they will give you a headache. And you may not go out to dance on the pole or this or that because you have a headache. But then there are some who will just go and take the pills for a headache and say, okay, I feel fine now, let me go and strip or walk the strip or something, you know. And I feel sad for you guys too, that they have you in these type of programs. This is a nasty, ugly program too. This must be his mother. She has on the head, see the horns? This must be a picture of his mother. I wonder if that is his sister. You never know with these people, and when they put something on the internet, it's not even the name. I mean, I'm on the Anunnaki Sitaka. That's not my name. Now here, look at that. The females always seem to be in captivity to be raped. You see? And this looks like it turns out like, look at that. Something is terribly wrong with this man. So somewhere a woman was also, had dominion over him, you know? And there he is with the Bethlehem head, because now he has become a devil. He has a different type of any. And again, and she looks as though she has on a trainer. She does. She has on a waist trainer. Isn't that something? Wow. And then there's something that a man to look down on her. That they are all held, and these are all his drawings, and look at this. And she holds a knife. You know? Something is wrong with their minds when they do shit like this. And this is how they fucking draw. I'm like, I know you guys have gone through a lot, but goddamn. So I was actually looking for Inky's children. This is in the underworld too. Dealing with dirty DiaNA, because she is one of Inky's children. Kids. See? And then this is what I call when they operate on the lower cells. You see? And they want you to operate on your lower self and stay operating on your lower self. And this is the one, most of all, that they put in between all. He is a tiger, and he wants to blow his head off. And I wonder if they're telling me, you know, that get a gun. You don't like it living here. You don't like what we do. Get a gun, blow your head off. Fuck you, motherfucker. I won't even get a gun and blow your little nasty head off. Fuck you. I don't need to deal with shit like that. Now, and this is when they operate on the higher self. And the reason that they are always in space, because they must have the knowledge of them being there. But look at her butt. You see? And this is a dickhead opening up. Because they do not know how to go from the lower self to the higher self. And the fantasy is always violent. It is always violent. So, this is a Frank Hong. These are different people. Now, the dude, his name is Frank Hong. So he is an agent. Or his parent, a parent or something is an agent. And he wanted to run Jeep, jump, and lead the fuck away out of the city. Or at least from that side of the city to that side. And that must have been when he plucked his little ass. Because in the movie interview, they did have little boys playing the instruments there. And I knew the Kinsey syndrome was in that movie too. And this, they know that they have had a war in the galaxy. And here they are again. To me, then this is though they are dead, you know? Because they are. And look, this is supposed to be fantasy, dark fantasy, flex dreams, dark fantasy photography. Really? Really? You have a fantasy of sticking a fork in someone's ear, and then you have a plate for the blood to follow. This is so you can eat her brains, and you are going to eat it raw, you nasty, nasty bastard. The sci-fi art of someone, Talbot. Yes, the sci-fi art. Look at all the electricity coming down as he walks. And this is like, to me, the adjustment bureau. They are going to, and they, use people's energy also to move them around with their little towers. A picture is worth 1,000 words. A picture is worth 1,000 words that go on in my head. And there again, the robotic beings that they are making now and then cover with real flesh. They did have a basketball player. He got scratched in his face, and his face did not bleed because he is a clone. They just grow, and they can clone and grow what they call human flesh, but they are not human. They say just call it earthling flesh because everyone is an earthling. Look at this. Look what he comes up with, and look at these things. Like a bird, almost. See, a bird with a beak. So they are keeping Alistair Crowley there. There's the eye, and there's the beak. The superb digital internet technology art of Tad, this Chai. So his last name is Chai. The end of his name is Chai, which is life. But Tad means dong. So this nigga's life has been nothing but shit. How about that, nigga? With y'all motherfucking fucked up ass minds and shit. Shit talk a lot about.